So while I was reading reviews to make my Joker video, I realized that three of the biggest trades literally spoiled the entire film. Unfortunately, it was too late to turn back because, hey, I was halfway into the review by the time I realized, oh wow, they're all just spoiling the entire film. So without further ado, spoilers alert, let's talk about what happens in the film, including the ending. So the best way to describe this is these giant outlets don't care. Because, like, what are you going to do? Tell Variety they can't cover your film? Yeah, so they got, like, jurisdiction to do whatever they want. If you guys remember, I think it was Variety or Deadline or somebody that spoiled literally the twist and the ending of the Batman in the byline of the review. They just don't care. So be careful out there if you're super excited for this film, because let's talk about the wrap. Because they reveal a crucial piece of detail. So they reveal that the events of Joker took place 2 years prior to this film, and that we catch up with Arthur Fleck, who is awaiting a complacency hearing. Now, more on this in just a little bit. They then add that if Arthur is found sane, his trial will commence, and the death penalty is also on the table. So his lawyer tries to prove that this was actually not Arthur who did it, but he's got a split personality, and this other personality that kicks through is called the Joker. And the film plays around with the idea that Arthur doesn't believe that this is the case, but maybe it might be the case that he's not completely lost and that society made him this alternative split personality fringe Joker version. Variety then also follows up with Arthur then being sort of locked away and wasting away in the Arkham State Hospital. He meets the one and only Lee Quinzel, played by Lady Gaga, who is described nothing like Harley Quinn at all, and more or less the name is the only thing you got to go with. It is in the asylum that Joker finds out about this other inmate, who is absolutely in love with the Joker. And she's so obsessed with him that in the 2 years that have passed, the world that Gotham and Arthur and Joker take place in, they made a film based on Joker, on Arthur Fleck. And she became obsessed with him to the point where she believes she fell in love with the portrayal of Joker in that film in a dangerous way. And that there is this whole other side of him that she wants to see. And this film is really a driving force and something that convinced her to more or less become who she is. Now, this is the one part that they don't really get into in terms of spoilers and what exactly is going on with the whole musical thing, but they do sort of dance around it a little bit. Haha, I guess pun intended, dance around it. And the music is not real. The dance scenes and stuff aren't really real. They are used as a way to tell the story, the relationship, how they see each other, and expression. Now, if you guys remember, there was a video I made right when this film was announced that it was going to be a musical, where I said, I bet you they're going to cop out and be afraid to do it, and what they're going to do is do the whole, hey, it's in their head, and this is how their love is portrayed. It looks like that's the case, but again, if the execution is good, still, it doesn't matter that you could predict it or see it coming. Now let's get back to the spoilers, and more spoilers at that. So the end of the film is talking about how they are making Joker go on trial. And during this whole thing, when the two go on their more or less crime-riddled spree or whatever, Lee is absolutely infatuated with him. She is obsessed with him, but they realize, yeah, he's going to go for trial. He's going to be captured. This is how it's going to unfold. And when he's on trial, he is sitting there. They reach the verdict of he is guilty. A bomb explodes, and the film ends, leaving the Joker officially dead. The Hollywood Reporter adds more context, saying that if you're a Batman fan and you like the character of Joker, Harley Quinn, and specifically the relationship they have with Batman, that this film might be the exact opposite of what you want, because it now officially states you can't have Batman and Joker in this universe, even though we're not going to see it. It can't happen. It's not possible. And that they more or less took even what people liked in terms of the comic book mythology and history, and that they butchered it, chopped it up, and made it into something completely different that doesn't resemble even the first film and its message, and definitely not Joker the way that DC fans want. And maybe they're being harsh. Again, I don't know. I haven't seen the film for myself just yet. And to me, spoilers aren't really anything. It's all in the execution. So, I gotta wait and see. But this is a lot to take in. And if they truly do kill Joker off, they definitely can't do a third one, right? But here's the thing. They can't do a Joker 3, but they're not saying they can't do a Lee Quinzel or Harley or something like that, right? Like, you guys see what I'm saying here? I feel like that this is one of those endings that's, yes, it's an ending to Joker, but not an ending to that universe, if you will. If it makes sense what I'm saying. Again, I hope I'm explaining this correctly or fluently enough. That they might just be like, okay, Joaquin is done, yes, but Lady Gaga's here, and we know people, her fans, they're going to flock to it, So, I don't know. I'm a little conflicted on all this. It's very weird. The thing that really sticks out to me is them playing and not being dead set on whether this version of Joker is a split personality or not. Because all the reviews say they never make it clear. They almost try to be like, oh yeah, he has a split personality. Arthur is innocent, or maybe he's not. But Joker, he's definitely guilty. But was that Arthur? That feels like a cop-out to me. It feels like you're going back on the message that you strived and tried to instill in people about society and what it does to us. And if you say, well, Arthur wasn't broken enough, but he got this other personality that came from all this, then it just shows Arthur was innocent, right? And then they possibly blow up an innocent man's head at the end of the film? I don't know, like, that sits weird with me. Maybe these reviews aren't getting into everything. Maybe they're missing a couple pieces. But that just seems off. And that's the best way I can put it. So, what do you guys make of this? There's so much here. So much to unpack. So much to unpack. I'm conflicted. I'm still going to see the film. Again, spoilers, they don't matter to me. It's fine. It is what it is. But, man, I'm a little conflicted. And especially that I just made a mistake of watching The Batman again, like 2 nights ago. And my God, what a masterpiece. What a masterpiece.